Oh, and welcome to real life Parshat Tavo, where the Jews stood on Har Gerizim, this very mountain, and Har Eval, that very mountain, to utter the blessings and curses of God if we do or do not follow God's ways. It's both in Parshat Tavo and in the book of Joshua, and in the middle is Shem, or Nablus. Wow, Parshat coming to life. It's amazing, just amazing. Here we are. That they stood between Har Gerizim and Har Eval is because by the nature of the valleys up here, it produced this sound situation where they could hear each other announce the curses and blessings across the valley from each other. Super cool. Okay, so I got lucky enough to ask this nice man. I was like, "Do you speak English?" And he goes, "Not only do I speak English, but I'm a tour guide." So this is Abud.
Nice to meet you.
And he is a Shomroni, a Samaritan in English.
Yes.
Is it cute for you then the whole world calls good people Good Samaritans?
It is pretty good.
Why
it's
did
awesome.
they do that? What's
Well,
the connection?
from the Good Samaritan story in the Bible. So,
I'm a Bible teacher and I don't know this story.
the Good Samaritan story?
No, what's that?
So it's basically there's a Samaritan who crossed from Jerusalem to Jericho, which was kind of unusual for Samaritans to do that 2,000 years ago. And when he did that anyway, he saw a Jewish man who was injured on the street, on the way at that time. And Jews and Samaritans were not very good friends. Actually, they were enemies.
Really?
2,000 years ago. Now it's a different story. But
That's so Jewish of us.
I see what you mean.
I was like, "Are you guys Jewish?" He's like, "We're kind of Jewish. We're kind of not Jewish. But if you are Jewish, then for us to not get along would be just perfect."
Yeah, well, the story
bad
is
jokes.
that... No, of course, the story is that despite them being enemies, the Samaritan helped the Jewish person. Even though there was another Jew who, crossed his path, and
The
another
Samaritan
Levite.
left.
Yeah, but the Samaritan actually kind of forgot the differences, and he was like, he's a human, I'm a human.
I love that.
Yeah, so today around the world, we'll wait for this one to cross. Today around the world, people call anyone that does something of kind of like an unselfish,
a good
deed,
Samaritan.
A good Samaritan, right?
Now we know the history, and he just pointed out to me that that's actually ancient Hebrew. Good knowing.
Yes.
Okay, so you said you don't call yourself Jews because you're not from the tribe of Judah, but you're from the tribe of
Levi and
Seriously?
Ephraim and Menashe, who are basically Levi and Joseph. So,
Really?
yeah, we believe we never left this mountain to 3,000 years. For
That
3,000
makes
years.
sense. I'm sure a lot of you can trace your ancestry back.
Yes. Well, speaking of ancestry, I was recommended to do this DNA test,
Yeah.
and it showed that my ancestors were
Literally from this hill.
100%.
Wow, that is so cool.
There's around, sometimes I get messages on my social media of people who said I did a DNA test, and it turned out that I have a 5% Samaritan.
Wow.
So they searched on Google and they found out it's this whole culture and tradition, and it's a really interesting thing. However, I'm also surprised because today there's only 850 around in the world. 850 Samaritans only in the world.
What?
Yes.
Do you have to marry in?
So basically, we are recommended to marry in because there's this whole culture that we have to keep.
You
And
say
traditions.
850 families or 850 humans?
Humans.
So they're all your cousins. What language do you speak?
We speak Arabic here, and the ones who live in Tel Aviv, because half of us live in Tel Aviv, around 400, they speak Hebrew, although they speak pretty good Arabic. And the Torah is written in ancient Hebrew, and I'll give you a small example. If I want to read, let's say this line above there, I can say, for example, Shema Yisrael.
That's what it says there?
That's what it says. Shema
Shut the
Yisrael,
front door.
Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. But in ancient Hebrew, we don't say Adonai as the name of
right.
God. We say Shema. That's how we say Adonai. So if I want to read this, it would be
As in the name of?
as in the name of Hashem. The name.
You say Shema.
of God. We say Shema. So if I want to say Shema Yisrael, if I want to say Shema Yisrael, I would say Shema Yisrael, Shema Eloheinu, Shema. Or if I want to get...
Oh, that's so cool.
I know, right? So
Wait, hold on. Let's do. I want to make sure you're in the light. Can you say that again? That's
sure.
Okay.
So we say Shema Yisrael, Shema Eloheinu, Shema. Hear Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one.
And you guys pray that?
Yeah.
Oh, we're
of course.
freaking cousins. Okay. What's your name for social media so people can find you if they want a tour guide?
Sure, it's Abud Cohen,
Abud
ABOOD.
Cohen? Are you joking?
Yes. Crazy combination, right?
That's amazing.
Abdallah.
Abud Cohen.
Right, like in the ID, it's even crazier.
Why?
In the ID, because I was named after my grandfather,
Yeah.
whose name is Abdallah. So it's Abdallah Cohen.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. So he's on YouTube.
Thank
We were just here. I just went to go see Grizim and Harival and the overlook for Yosef's tomb, and then I just needed to find out more about this and the menorahs, and thank God I ran into you. Nice to meet you.
You're very welcome. Thank
Yay.
you.
So then I asked him, "What's your religion? Like, what do you practice?" And I said, "Wait, do you study the Torah?"
Yes, we do. We only have we have the first 5 books of Moses,
Okay.
the Chumash. Yes.
What do you do? Any of the prophets or Joshua?
We don't have prophets and writings.
Uh-huh.
However, we don't really we don't ignore them or anything. They're part of they're part of the Israelites' culture, right?
Wait a second.
But we believe what God gave on Mount Sinai was the Chumash, the first 5 books.
You guys follow it?
Of course.
Really? But you follow it literally, right?
Well, it depends what you mean by literally, because even in the Torah, there's a sentence that says, "Ask your fathers, and they will explain to you."
Do you
Right?
guys keep Shabbat
Yes.
on Saturday?
Yes.
I'm losing my mind. That is. Do you eat kosher?
Yes. I mean, our kosher is what the Torah told us. If
Right.
the Torah says that we're not allowed to eat pig, then we don't. That's the kosher.
I'm in high heavens of religious, cultural, everything. Are you kidding me? In my life, I love Grizim. Are you? I'm in seriously biblical teacher heaven right now. In my life, I never thought I would see a modern day sign that says, "I love Grizim." Thank you so much, Hashem. So this is the drive down from Grizim, and there's just endless rows of vineyards, and then this super cool view. Yeah. Welcome to the land of the Bible, baby.